Recently I remembered Bionicles and that I really liked them as a kid. So like every kid with access to a PC, I went to Google, typed in Bionicle game, played some and enjoyed them. I wanted to relive them and play it again decades later. I mean, a decade. At first, I only had one goal, to play the game with the best Bionicles. Piraaka. But of course, there's a fan site that archived all the Bionicle web games. So let's play and rank all of them. I mean, there are only 32? I'm gonna regret this. I played them chronologically, from oldest to newest. Some of the games have re-releases, so I played those versions, and some games are like collection of minigames. Those were ranked together. Matanui Online game is a point-and-click adventure where you learn everything about the Bionicle lore, I think. Most of the time I had no clue what to do or where to go. All the rocks are like OOH! Then some funny animation happens. Evil Rock was Move Rock? I'm positively surprised by how much work was put into this game. But, and it's a big but, you can't save in the game. You just choose a chapter and spawn at a random place. Or an animation happens. It's also not linear, which makes it even more confusing. Still, I'd say a B tier just for the effort. But my god, I hope not all the games are this big, or this is gonna take forever. Next. Bionicle Attic Media is a shooter arcade game that does not scale with the resolution of your screen. The gameplay is just meh. It has the worst sound design. But they made the game as a part of a competition, I guess. Still F tier. Bionicle Let the Legend Begin is a puzzle game where you need to solve a memory game in under 20 tries, and then you can enter a competition. Not sure why you can choose a character. F tier. The Battle for Matanui is an RTS game that also doesn't scale and was never finished. There's only a demo version and this is the worst thing so far. I had no idea what to do. The fucking sound when you click something wrong. Everything is too small and you can't select multiple people. Never again. F tier. Currently on a F tier streak. Snowball Sling is a minigame ported from Lego Bionicle for the Game Boy Advance and has the worst resolution. But the music slaps. Sadly, the sound design is shit, but you can just do nothing and enjoy the music. D tier because music. Matanui Explore is a game where you explore the island of Matanui. Not sure if I should even count this as a game. Also, it's the first game that didn't work, but luckily me, it's in the Flashpoint database. I'm not really interested in Bionicle lore and it's just a 3D map with shitty controls. F tier. Matanui Online Game 2 is a point-and-click adventure and the sequel to Matanui Online Game. First impression, what is with this sound design? Second impression, it feels way better than the first one. You can see your character and don't have this confusing first person view. First task is to fix the hole in the roof. I mean, the windows are also literally holes. Am I supposed to be able to read those characters? They also added some dice roll elements, a strange decision. Anyway, got into a loading screen that didn't finish. Switched to the scary exe file. I got really lucky with the dice roll the first time, it seems. Gameplay. The whole game is basically a fetch quest. You gather the resources to make the tour to get new resources. And for some reason the villagers leave their houses and walk around, but only trade with you if they're home. All in all, the sequel is better, especially because you can save your game state. But the walking is so slow. Still, A tier. Mask of Light is a game that promotes the Bionicle movie. I'm not even sure if I should count it as a game. I mean, the Biomedia project calls it a website that functions as an interactive game. Shouldn't every game be interactive? F tier for not enough game. Mask of Light CD minigames are 6 minigames, and I'm shit at them. Couldn't finish the diving game or get past the second level of the ice one. The lava surfing would be easy if I wouldn't fully accelerate, but...
Speed. I am speed.
At least Pato is impressed, and I don't need more validation. C tier. Stop the Morbutsak is an arcade-style first-person shooter. Bit tricky to get running, the exe file doesn't work, so I found the files for the web version and swapped them with the Matanui Explore files in the Flashpoint folders. It looks nice, but the controls are weird. It's a 3D and first-person game, but you only use arrow keys to move and look around. Gameplay is meh. You should growing plants with a disc. C tier. Bionicle Corggate is a 2D platformer. Not much to say, it's short, simple, and the resolution and sound design are shit. C tier. Which Toa are you? Is a BuzzFeed quiz. The question and answer are absolutely wild. I love it. I'm a Toa Oneva. Which Bionicle are you? Write it in the comments. A tier. Bionicle Battlezone is a 2D shooter. Controls are like Binding of Isaac, but you move with the arrow keys and shoot with WASD. As a veteran Isaac player, my brain couldn't handle this change. Also, the controls just feel horrible. Only has 3 levels and the second is fucking hard. Sound design... bad. Still C tier. Oui Online game is a tactical RPG. At first I thought it was a sequel to the Matanui Online games, but it's something completely different. First you choose your Toa. Good thing I know which Toa I am. I mean, I think it was this one. The game is simple, you control everything with the mouse. There are quests, a map, character stats and equipment. Weapons give you new attacks, the combat is grid based and turn based, but battles aren't fun. best strategy is to fight enemies one by one and just spam attacks. Missing some actual strategy like multiple characters, AoE, buffs, debuffs. Played for 1 hour and beat the first boss. There might be more mechanics later, but I doubt it. Oh, and every quest is a fetch quest. Still one of the more ambitious games, A tier. Piraaka Attack is an arcade shooter. And finally, the first Bionicle game from my childhood. I'm hyped and ready to give these games my subjective rating. I remember struggling with this one as a kid. To prove to myself I'm better than an 11-year-old me, I'm gonna beat it. You fight waves of enemies each room and collect temporary upgrades. The sniper shot is absolute shit, you want the triple shot or the fast shooting one. As a kid, I never got past the ice stage. Those blue ones are brutal. And I successfully re-enslaved the... Re-enslaved? Are we the baddies? Best tier. Bionicle Piraaka Muran Escape is a top-down platformer, and my god did I struggle with this as a kid. Who thought top-down was a good perspective for a platformer? There's no way any kid could beat this. I managed to beat the first level by constantly switching character, because that makes you invincible. But then I failed the next level. And yeah, sound design and resolution, horrid again. B tier. Inika Island Assault is a 2D platform shooter, also fucking hard, got to the 3rd level and died. But solid game, had fun, and that's worth a lot. Sound design is slightly more bearable, but the resolution is tiny again. Worst part is the difficulty, no wonder I never got past the first level as a kid. A tier. Draw a Piraaka is a connected dot game. Again, not sure if there's enough game to rate. Motherfucking hell. This whole thing is just a jump scare that announces a new game. This was genuinely the most scared I ever been from a jump scare. I did not expect that. Not sure if I should rate this high or low. It made me feel the most emotion of all previous games. C tier. Island Investigation is a point and click game where the music bugged out and played twice. Also, are you supposed to just know this fucking Bionicle font? This isn't the first time a game expects me to just magically know which symbol means which letter. F tier. Boya Noya Adventure is a 2D shooter where they finally use WASD. It's got a high difficulty level, again, but I enjoyed this one. It's a simple top-down shooter that I didn't manage to beat, but it was fun. B tier. Creeps from the Deep is a game where you cut seaweed. I don't know if I was good at it and it gave me nothing, but at least it wasn't a horrible experience. D tier. Baraki Game is a 2D platformer. They really could have added music in the menu. I never know if the sound is broken or if it's just supposed to be like this. But in this one they managed to nail a nice difficulty curve. It didn't feel as outrageous as some of the other titles, therefore B tier. Matanui Game is a collection of 7 games. First is Matanui Matanui. You just race and kill the other guy. It's okay, high difficulty. Next, Matanui Hevki. You burst bubbles, bit easier but still difficult. Matanui Chaler. I have no idea how to pronounce any of these names. This one doesn't work, so flashpoint to the rescue. Pretty easy, just shoot the enemy, only the last level was intense. Matanui Kongu. I like this one the least, not even sure how you're supposed to avoid damage sometimes. Worst part, I died right before the last objective. Matanui Matoro. A puzzle game platformer, one of the weaker ones. The puzzles aren't difficult, just annoying. Matanui Nuparu. You use a shield to deflect projectiles. Some of them are impossible to block and the bouncy ball attack is way too slow. Then there's the final challenge, which is just the same minigames again, but with one last difficult level. Black screen again. I'd give the whole collection an A tier. It was pretty solid. Baraki teaser game is a teaser for the new Baraki Bionicles. Not really a game, to be honest. F tier. Teaser round is a game. You have to hit the heads of the Barakis. I don't know if this version is broken or if they just forgot to add any sound or music. Yeah, D tier. Bionicle Mari Hevki is a 2D platformer. You know how everyone says underwater levels are the worst? This game is just that underwater level. At least it has sound, but not pleasant sound. D tier. Battle for Power is a minigame collection. There are 10 games. I'm gonna be here forever. Okay, wait, it's only 5 because 2 of them are just different characters. First, stop the kidnapping. It's okay. Then comes this shit. The controls are garbage. I just started spamming bombs. Next is a 1v1. Could have been faster with better controls. Next one, you have to avoid the enemy. In the other version, you're the one chasing. That's nice. Okay, we're back to this bullshit, and I think there are more than 5 games. They're similar, but not the same. I can't stop complaining about the sound design. The last 2 minigames are just falling. They are at least actually the same. C tier. Bionicle Mystika is a top-down shooter. The controls are bad. You have to accelerate forward and steer with the left-right arrows. This also makes aiming a nightmare. C tier. Mystika Swamp of Secrets is, guess what, another minigame collection. Please give me a break. First is Brick Bash. First thought it was a minesweeper, but no. You destroy bricks and they fall down and you need to avoid them. Run the Gauntlet, just another arcade shooter, nothing interesting to say, expect the background is way too much. Ricochet Raid, a top-down shooter where you cannot move. It's fucking hard and not that fun. Trail of Glory, you're a penis rocket, don't ask me why. The hitbox is garbage. D tier for everything. Glator Arena is a fighting game. There's Glator Arena 1, 2 and 3. The last one was never finished. Let's start with the first one, Visually, it's one of the best looking games. It was even made in Unity, but the fighting, absolute shit. Way too slow, only 4 combos. The best tactic is walking forward and spamming the light attack. Ranged attack is pretty good when charged. Heavy attacks never hit. Defending feels useless. It makes me sad. This could have been good, even great. You've got stats, different characters, a camp to walk around and talk to the people, but I couldn't care less what they say. And there's Spike Ball. It's not fun. Second one, did they fix the fighting? No. You can now do cool evasive moves you never use, because the same tactic still works. Walk forward, spam light attack. But hey, they removed Spike Ball. I won't miss it. Third one, please be good. The fighting feels a little better, but it's unfinished. You even can upgrade your stats. I wanted to rate all 3 separately, but they're similar enough. C tier. Bionicle Tornax Battle Training Arena is a game that uses your webcam. I don't have one on my PC, so I played it on my laptop. Look at this handsome censored face. Okay, now you need to show a marker into the webcam and the game appears. This is way too convoluted. Gameplay is just shooting at markers. Not sure if I'm supposed to do something else with my body because the controls don't really work. It barely reacts when I press the arrow keys. Why would you make this horrid? F tier. Sands of Time is a game, and it's the same game as Sea Survival. That kinda makes me sad. At least the last 30 games were all kind of unique. It was never just the same game, but with different Bionicle, until this. And they didn't even improve it. No music, no sound, just the same shit. D tier. Aorei Defender is a tower defense game, and the last game I need to play. I'm gonna be free. And I liked how defense games, so I had high hopes. If you played balloons, you know the drill. Place your defense, upgrade them, make money, place more. You can also attack directly when things get rough. It's a solid game, but there's no reason to play this over balloons. Still, I'm so happy it didn't end with a bullshit game. A tier. Finally, I'm done. Those weren't all the web games I played as a kid. There are some fan games out there, but I cannot play another mid to bad Bionicle game. I would actually fucking end myself. Anyway, I made a tier list on Tiermaker if you want to go through the same hell and try every game. Also write in the comment which game was your favorite. Like and subscribe, and ciao.